Barton FM, following Barton Town. Sport on Barton FM is sponsored by EasyBuy.
Right, so it's the first pre-season training tonight. How are you prepared for it? Is it good to be back?
Brilliant to be back. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm just hoping all the lads that we've spoken to are going to turn up, and yeah, well, looking forward to getting stuck into it.
And obviously, it's your first time seeing the players as the manager.
Yeah.
Is it just a case of assessing them tonight and seeing how they all do?
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. We've got to assess them now as not as teammates, but as a management team, and see how they impress us and see what they can do to help us progress.
And Dan, how's it going to be transitioning? I mean, I know you're still on the playing staff, but you're going into coaching as well.
Yeah, something I'm looking forward to be honest with you. As soon as Jarman gave us the shout, it was like straight away. I was like, straight away in. Yeah, I'll do this. And like he said, some of the lads were here before me. I know others from other teams. It's just now it's going to be a little bit different dealing with them as an assistant manager and not as a teammate.
And is the hunger still going to be there when you sat on say if Jarman doesn't start you're on the bench? Is it going to be, get me on, I want to be playing?
Depends on the weather. If it's too hot now. Obviously always be available for selection, and then hopefully he sees enough of me that he wants to use me. I know obviously he wants me by his side, but if I have to go on the pitch and do it, then I'll have to do it as well, yeah. So yeah, the hunger's still there at the minute, yeah.
After the year we've had with COVID and that, it must be nice to get a bit normality back.
Yeah, it is. I think that's what I'm looking forward to most, just being in and around the lads. And it's going to be a bit different for me this year and this time, because I'm going to have to distance myself socially. I'm normally a bit of a lad around it and a bit bouncy around it, but I'm going to have to be a bit different. And hopefully we want the dressing room to be, bouncing and everyone happy and lively, but I'm just going to have to be at the other end of it now.
I'll still be involved.
Yeah, Danny can be the link between the manager and the players, and I think that's what a good assistant manager does anyway. So,
Danny, you obviously know the players from when you've been playing with them before. Does that affect how you look at some of them? Or you come with it with perhaps not exactly preconceived ideas, but you're thinking, well, perhaps we should be looking at somebody else for this position already, or not?
No, it's obviously Jarmo's his own man, and ultimately at the end of the day, that's his decision on players and everything. Obviously, I can give my input from when I've played with them before and what I think of them, but like I say, ultimately it's down to Jarmo and what he sees. Like, we could see two different things. Hopefully not. I think as football people, we have from speaking, we have similar ideas. Obviously, we've been teammates before. We know everything about each other. So hopefully, like I say, we'll have the same ideas on the players, and they can all gel together.
And how do you see the season going, Nathan? We've got some pre-season friendlies coming up.
Yep.
That gives you a chance to see what the players are like, because presumably you've not seen them play at all.
No, well, I have seen most of them play, and I've played with quite a few of them. But I want to see it from a different viewpoint. I want to see it from the manager's, view, and see where I need to tinker and where we need to improve and what needs strengthening and stuff like that. Pre-season, in my head, I just don't see us. I know it sounds so naive, and I can't comprehend the idea of losing and failing. So I haven't thought anything like that. All I'm thinking of is progression. Going forward as a club and improving on what we've already got, and then see where that takes us. And if it's in the upper reaches of the league, then brilliant. Hopefully it's that and a little bit further.
And of course we've got some local derby matches, haven't we? We've got Grimsby Borough. Yep. And Winterton just up the road.
Yep.
Do they bring an extra edge to competition when you see those?
Well, I suppose it does. It's not. There's not going to be rival fan bases going at each other. It's not like Grimsby versus Scunthorpe or something like that. But and you'll get to know me, but I actually want to win every single game, whether I'm in training, whether it's a race. I don't win many races, but I still want to win them. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to win. So whether it's against Winterton, whether it's against anyone, I want to win. So it's no edge for me.
And do you see any teams as being big rivals this season? Who do you think is going to be the biggest competition for the team?
Do you know what? I don't know. All I've been concentrating on is us, and I suppose anyone who's up there and in and around the top 5, which is where we want to be. Anyone that's in and around there is going to be our rivals. But we'll approach every game the same way. We want to win. There'll be no sitting back for some teams and stuff like that. We want to win every game.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries.
Cheers.
Brilliant.